Good afternoon, Manchester, New Hampshire, and all the surrounding areas. We're going to have a heck of a good time today. I got some creepy people on. Woo! They're going to talk about the unknown spirits. Am I right?
Hopefully.
Okay. And they have a new paranormal. I got it right.
You did get it right.
Okay. Paranormal. That's a big word for me to remember. You guys got to remember that, you know. And it's called what? New England Spiritual Society. Co-founders, raise your hand as I mention them. Paula Clark. No, Paula Clark.
There's your nickname now.
Yeah.
Don't even.
Pam. Jaimie. I got to tell you a little thing. Folks, we have 3 women spirits in here. Am I correct? Oh, yeah, I forgot my big friend here, Arnie. Eric. Hot-looking man there, but anyways. But remember Keri Hardy, Ashley in Lapointe.
Yep.
And Britney, who is my co-host today. Her nose is turning red because she's nervous. But anyways, just relax. But anyways, that's good. We have 3 lady spirits in here that we can feel. Am I correct? You might have to read all those closer so that they can hear you talk good. She's the only one I have ever seen that have been able to communicate. Did they ever tell you their names?
No, really only one has actually shown herself to me. In fact, I can feel her here again today. We're in a...
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
How's the little one doing?
She's good.
Good, growing like a weed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we have our best star. Yeah, I'll get you Pam, who will bring her out so everybody can see her.
Oh, you mean okay?
Of course. We have our star animal, who has always been a star every time she comes on.
Absolutely.
You know. And she is a service dog, am I correct?
He is a service dog, medical service
Yeah,
dog.
he, what did I say?
Yeah.
She.
She.
Well, I'm all tongue-tied. I haven't been smoking yet today either. Probably when I get home. You know.
Well, maybe that's what you're supposed to do.
Maybe. Okay. And she is trained to help
He alerts medical issues.
Pam, right?
Yep.
Pam. I can never remember. It's one of those days where it's going to be really flippy. Maybe it's my medication. Just a Go home and smoke it, maybe I'll feel better. You know. So, Eric, I got to find a way to get you in here too.
I'm all set.
Oh, okay. How can you? Okay. Now, what made you decide to? Okay, I'll start with Paula. What made you to decide to start your own New England Spirit Society? I like that name.
Yeah, well, that was, I think you thought up that name, didn't you?
You want to bring
Yeah,
that up a little
it
bit?
came to me in a very painful situation. It was really weird.
Got the microphone closer to her.
Yeah. Can they hear all right, or do we bring them up closer?
No.
Can you hear now? How about now?
Hello?
You can't hear me?
Barely.
Bailey. No. For a minute, let's swap. Actually, can you swap for a minute? And then
I'll
come
just
back on?
I'll get behind him.
Oh, all right.
Excuse me about
There you
that.
go.
Yeah, I'll get behind her and make her feel comfortable.
I just told these people that one came in earlier. You guys said these people. Is that correct? Yeah.
Sure.
We are going to be communicating with Abraham Lincoln.
Sweet.
What do you think?
Let's do it. I got some questions for that man.
Okay. And I also will tell you that actually, you have a great energy.
Oh, thanks.
You have the spirits. Always make sure because you're going to get a lot of mixed spirits that will want to franchise you. You know,
I've
going to
heard
want to
that.
play you. They're going to want to own you. Nice kitty. Yeah. You know, but make sure that you keep your guard up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't be easy. You're very gullible. I don't want to use that word, but I have to.
Oh, I'm
okay?
gullible. I believe it.
But because there are going to be other people that are going to want to, Ashley, come join us. And you're in the right group.
You're
right
staying.
now.
I'm staying. Yeah. I'm very
Well,
happy.
she got told to stay. Uh-oh. Hallelujah, Lord. She saved them. God bless you, Lord. She saved. Isn't that what the born again Christians say? Hallelujah, you're
Probably,
saved.
I don't know.
That, yeah, in the Southern Baptist.
Yeah, I joined the born again Christian church. I pretended Kimmy like they did. Yeah. Then when I've had too much, I could guess what? I was drunk all the time. I told it, so I wasn't saying. But anyway, so Eric. Eric?
I am.
And
Or Ed.
Both. Ed. Yeah, I like Ed better. But anyway, that's my secret name.
Right?
But what made you decide to form this?
There's a lot of things going on in the world, and we just we want to be progressive and go out and help people. There's a lot of people that need to be helped, homeowners and such people. Period. And there's just a lot of things going on that need to be answered. We just wanted to move forward.
Do you have to register with the state?
No.
Oh, really?
No, not unless we want to actually be a business.
I see. Are you? How long have you been together?
We actually, 3 of us were on another team.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then in November,
You told me to F off.
I kind of threw out the idea because we wanted to do all this
Politely.
stuff other than just investigating homes. So Pam and Ashley joined us, and Keri and Britney at that point. So
Well, the
we've been
homes
together
are-
since 2014, the 3 of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
It was really important for us to get back to investigating homes, because the biggest thing we wanted to do is make people comfortable in their homes again, you know, because if they have activity, there's not many places to go for that. The other thing we were looking at was cryptozoology, you know, weird creatures, you know, things that don't make sense. It gets us outdoors a little bit too, and that was an interest of us.
Is there a
So-
pond near you guys?
Pond near.
Not a lake, a pond.
Well, there's a couple ponds near us. Yeah.
Well, there's one
In
that
between
you-
us, there's one big one.
Okay, yeah, that's what you really need to go there.
Okay. That
You
would
talked
be the-
about weird images and stuff.
Mhm.
You really. Will you please say hi to her? That lady, when you.
Hi.
And invite her to come over. Folks, you may
Come on
think I'm
over.
crazy, but she was here the
Come
last
join
time.
us. Come join us. Come sit between Ashley and I.
Yeah. She was here the last time you were here. She was strong with you the last time.
I felt her as soon as I walked in. And then,
You
like,
pull the mic over to you. There you go.
she was somewhat strong when I walked in, and then you can feel her kind of coming and going, like fading. Maybe because I didn't say hi.
Could be.
She's my friend.
Okay. My friend, folks, are you people ready to talk with Abraham?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. He is tall, very, very tall. Even what they say in the books. His beard is a little pointed like this, a little pointed, and there's a scar right here. I don't know what happened to the scar right here, and he is crying. He is truly crying. Oh, one can. He is crying because of what is happening with our country, and how they are not honoring him. He also told me that there is a lot of pain that he went through before he died. And one of the things that he wants you people to engrave on, oh, that's a big word.
Yeah.
Engrave on is doing research on him, and I want you to communicate with him more. With you, if that's okay with you.
Just fine with me,
Okay.
sure.
Because when you do that, whew, when you
I
do
did-
that,
I
you're
got the
going
same
to
thing.
get it. Huh?
I got the same thing.
When you do that, you're going to get a great message from him with a lot of unknown facts. Will people think we're weird? They're probably going to think I'm weird. I know I'm weird, but that's okay. But that's normal that way.
Mm.
And but they're going to do that. And I also will tell you that his wife is with him. There are 4 dogs. And he said, if you want to ask a question, make sure it makes sense.
Yeah, I think he might know the question I want to ask.
Okay, go ahead.
So when my dad passed away a few years ago, and 2 summers ago, my sister and I were going through some paperwork that my stepmother
How you
had
doing?
found. I may be related to his wife. There was, in the 70s, there was talk between one of my great aunts and a lawyer saying, I believe Mary Lincoln Todd is in fact your cousin. There's an initial, and if it's this person, then yes. If it's this person, because everything was done with initials back then. And so we've been trying to figure out how, if we can connect.
Do you want the truth?
Yeah.
You are his distant relative. And it's going to come to you in a dream.
It's funny because my sister and I were just talking about this last night, that you were like, hey,
And it's going to come to you in a dream.
Okay.
Okay? And it's going to come when you least expect it. Don't try. Let it happen. Okay? By the way, you're going to be traveling again.
Yeah.
You're going to take a whole bunch of people and you'll go, not your family, just you. You're in the military, right?
Not anymore.
No, not anymore. Well,
No.
you're going to be.
Oh, yeah?
You're going to be working for the military.
Oh, yeah?
You're a nurse, right?
EMT.
EMT, okay, well, part of the medical field, okay. But expect to go to like South Carolina or North Carolina, okay, because it's going rapid. Oh, by the way, Ashley, are you in a relationship?
I'm married.
You're married. That's right. You have a child?
I have 3.
You want one more?
No.
Guess what?
No.
Jaimie said she'll take it. No. Well, it's all up to you to take care of it. I don't see an abortion like that, but you are going to have altogether 6 children.
Oh. I don't
Very
know.
good. It's all up to you. Okay. You from the past life. I'm going to do a past life for you, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing past lives. Do you like them?
That was my
I
first
haven't
husband.
yeah.
You had many husbands.
Hey, come on now.
I love
we
Jaimie.
have to share one
Very
now.
forceful with that. Jaimie.
Probably the 15th one that I'm aware of.
Right.
But they all had to have money.
Nothing's changed.
I had money,
If they don't have money, they have to sleep on the couch.
You're not now.
right? What happened?
I could see you out in the Wild
Well,
West.
because now you appreciate what you have.
Yes.
Okay. But actually, I do see you getting it. You're working?
All the time.
Okay. You want a different job?
Some days.
That's either a promotion or a different job altogether.
I just got a great promotion, so I'm
Oh,
kind of
good.
happy right now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And that's what I saw. Can you work at home?
I do. Yep.
Smack the kids around if they don't behave?
Pretty much.
All right. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Paula, you're going to be busier than ever.
Oh, good.
You think you're busy now,
Yeah, I am.
but you enjoy being busy. How's your mom doing?
I do. My mom is not exactly well, but she's not, not the worst yet.
You're not, she's going to be around for a long time. At least 3 more years. But she's not in pain.
No,
She also was related to Abraham Lincoln.
I don't know.
He had a lot of property up in Maine that people don't know about.
Interesting.
Yes.
They're not too far from where you live. There is like an abandoned log cabin, or the site of a log cabin. You're going to find it, Ed Aaron. Okay, when you least expect it.
That means I'm
It
going to
could've
walk
come
into
to
it
all
either
of
that
you.
or trip over it.
I'm sorry.
I'll probably end up tripping over it.
Yeah.
Fall into the basement.
How was my friend Ammo doing?
He's good. He just ate his dinner and now he's just sitting there.
Relaxing. huh?
Yeah, just hanging out.
Then you have to have him on a special diet.
Yeah.
Because my other friend has a service dog too, Don Baldick. He brings his dog. He said they
Yeah,
have to-
they're actually, his dog and my dog are from the same agency.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You want to promote them?
Sure. Guardian
Bring the mic up
Angels.
closer to you.
They don't usually have a hard time hearing me. Usually I'm being told, quiet down. Yeah, Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs awarded both myself and General Bolduc our dogs. They're out of Williston, Florida. They are completely done by donation and grants.
The government doesn't help?
No, no, they, even though they work with mostly veterans, I'm one of the few non-veterans that they have awarded a dog to, but it's whoever needs one. You go through an application process, and they breed and raise and train these dogs. It takes about 2.5 years to get them trained, and with their recipients. And that costs about $25,000 from the time the puppy's born until he's ready to be awarded to his recipient. So, any donation, you can go to their website, which is Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs Incorporated. They also have a Facebook page. They love it. They have different links where you can go and donate dog food, or you can donate money, however you want to do it.
Would you people be willing to help me set up a fundraiser with psychic readings and there's a place in Brookline, New Hampshire that I'm going to try to get once this virus is out. We could set up a fundraiser for them. Would that be fine?
Sure, that'd be great. Yep.
Awesome.
Because there'll be two different organizations. Mine is Healing Paws NH.
Yep.
For people who have animals who cannot, afford a doctor bill. The only thing we won't pay for is neutering and rape, because there's so much of it. And we can't put you in a neutering situation.
No, that's okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll be all right.
Well, I got to tell you, Ed and his wife did a fantastic job. 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
2 weeks ago. I cried because it was the first time I ever missed a show. Yeah, but you guys really made up for it.
I cried because it was the first time I was on the show.
You did really well. And
Playing
you talked
yourself.
about PSTD. Do I say that right?
PTSD.
What?
PTSD.
Oh, see, I probably already have it. No, but and I forgot to fix my eyebrows and put my powder on. But it was a very serious, and I got a lot of very nice compliments on it.
Hey.
So, don't you think every one of us at one time or another had that?
I think everybody
Absolutely.
deals with it on their own level.
Yeah, And what do you think? You're a hot-looking lady. If I was straight, honey, at 50 years younger. Oh,
Right?
There's the husband you asked for.
And,
then your husband would be there. Then your dad would be there with a shotgun.
and she thinks she's ugly.
And she's not.
No,
you
she's
have a
far from
beautiful
ugly.
heart. You really do. You are. I don't know. Your reason thing is because in your past life, you were made fun of. People didn't like you or whatever, and you did nothing wrong, but no one accepted you for who you were. And this is reflecting today in your present life.
I was gonna say nothing's changed.
Well, now does that make sense? I'm depending on you a lot. Because you're really
Okay.
good in that spiritual. But you really did. Now we got to get you to break that and say, I am a winner. I am a beautiful person. Get up there and pretend you're doing the hoochie coochie.
Maybe not here.
No, not here.
Maybe home.
No, in front of your mirror. Are
With
you
the door
a
shut,
winner?
With the door.
Of course I am.
Are you a winner? Oh, actually. I met you before, right?
No.
No, okay.
First time.
Are you a winner?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
With these guys all the time. Yes.
Are you a winner? Jaimie?
Yes,
How about you, Paul?
All day long, every
How
day.
about you?
Yep.
Okay. And you?
Even in my sleep.
I keep dreaming in my sleep and just heard her on.
Are you?
I certainly am. I wouldn't have great people here on my show today if I wasn't, right?
Good answer.
True.
Hey, I'm not an entertainer for nothing. One thing I am going to tell you, that you're on the right path for your group. Because you really want to get investigating. I'm sorry you forgot the card, but I don't need it.
That's all right.
Okay, but we want to talk more about the paranormal anyway. But you really are going to be investigating. Are you going to have freaky experiences? Oh, absolutely.
They've already
We already
started.
have.
Yes, they have.
Do you ever go uninvited?
No.
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 Ah, thank you.
Nope.
'Cause I hate that when people go uninvited like that, Because I don't think we have the right to infringe on them without being invited.
Right.
I have a lady that goes up and down the seacoast, in Florida, and if she sees an abandoned house, she'll walk in there, and I said, you can't do that. They're not
No.
inviting you.
No.
Right.
You know, you got a big hotel that you're going to be working in.
Is it the
Cool.
Cecil Hotel?
I'm sorry.
Is it the Cecil Hotel?
It's a big hotel. It's got over 100 rooms.
Nice.
Okay, and it's going to take like 4 or 5 times of going there before the spirits are going to realize that you're there for their, to help them to go to another area.
Right.
What made you get involved in the paranormal?
I've done spooky all my life. Yeah,
I never
even
understood it.
well, we have Scottish lineage on both sides, so I expect spooky all the time.
And actually, you also, in your past life, did the same thing that you're doing today.
I have no doubt I'm pretty practiced at it.
Because of what this time you're doing it the correct way. You're not allowing the evil darkness to get in there.
No, that wouldn't be good.
I knew it.
And folks, there are evil darkness out there. Take a look at our country.
Don't ask me.
You know. Ashley, get back to school.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually just signed up for some stuff, so it's kind of weird that you brought
It's
that
going to
up.
help your job,
Yeah, good job.
right? So it's going to help your job, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You're a pretty intelligent lady,
Thank you.
but I think you enjoy pretending you don't know what you're talking about, just to watch other people make fools
Unsure of
themselves.
myself, yes.
Let me tell you about Ashley.
All right, you tell us, girl.
She doesn't like to toot her own horn, so I'm going to go toot toot for her.
Toot, toot.
We met her by accident.
Yep.
Like it was, we were supposed to be investigating a place, and last minute plans fell through for another person, so she ended up coming. And then the morning of, somebody else backed out, so she ended up coming. And Boats and I were already going to be going, and she shows up at this place, and actually I can say where it was because it was just an open investigation. We were at the Conjuring House in Rhode Island.
Yep.
She walks in with this stack of research that she had done.
Who did?
Ashley.
Oh.
And so you hear all the rumors, and they tell you all the different stories of, this is what's happened over the years. And then she shows this stack of paper where it's like, she didn't really know what the house was that she was going to. She just wanted the address, and she researched it. So she researched it fresh mind, correct? Mm-hmm. And the three of us are
And
like,
I'm like, oh my gosh, we're
watching
related.
her, right? Like,
Somewhere
We
we're
love
we
you.
were like, you're so awesome. Will you please be our friend? Because like the research was just night and day from rumors, if you will, of what was going on that property. But a lot of the research that she found was matching up with some of the stuff that we were getting. So we're like, when we decided to start the team, we're like, we have to have somebody do the research. We don't have time to do it, but we need somebody that's good and that knows what they're doing. So when we were figuring out who we really wanted on the team, some of it was like pretty easy. And I think I mentioned, I'm like, remember that girl Ashley? And it went that far, and it was yes.
Once you need a hook if you got her.
Right. So we
Thanks.
did a Zoom meeting with her to ask her about some stuff, and she has done some investigations on a couple of the cases that we're working on that I got to say, it blows my mind
That's cool.
what this girl has come up with. I don't know how she does it, but she's like the,
I tried.
Now, you don't know
No,
her?
she
I
does.
get diddly.
Are you a member of their group?
Yeah.
Oh, because your
We
name
are.
isn't there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's right at the
Oh, Britney.
Yeah, trust me, it's easy to forget her.
Yeah. No. Actually, Brittany, how do you find this fascinating?
I've always found it fascinating. A little spooky in the beginning when I was younger, but it's definitely always caught my interest.
See, that's what people don't realize. There's a lot of unknown out there that we haven't even touched the iceberg. I'd love to go to Scotland and work in there.
right?
Because I'm
Ireland.
Scottish too. So.
Some of the ruins. That'd
Yeah.
be neat.
And the one thing that I do know is you're going to have better communication with the spirits that you've ever had. And I'm not saying be bad against the group that you had. That's not my place to do that, even if they did tell me that myself, but that's okay. But I am not, but you guys, because you want to learn. It's not a game. By the way, I want an honorary shirt as an honorary member of your group.
You got it.
Okay.
Get on that, Jaimie.
Ashley, no.
Please see order.
Jaimie, is there a single graveyard not too far from where you live?
A single?
Yeah.
There's 2 graveyards right down
But
the
I mean,
road
one,
from me.
one plot.
One plot.
Probably.
Yes, there is.
I was gonna say there could be, but not that I know of.
You and I know where it is.
All right.
It's on her property. That's off of her property.
It's in the area, but that property was one property at one time, and then it has been broken up since.
Now Jamie's going to go and take us research on that property.
Is it the one behind the house?
It's in the area.
Yeah.
It's,
Jamie's going to research. She's going to go out there
I
and walk
have
it.
actually tried researching my property. I went to the town,
What the hell is the town?
and they're like, well, they couldn't really find anything. They don't know anything about the property. So Ash was like, I'll research that for you. I'm like, all right.
You know who's got
And
a
it
lot
is.
of their history is the down in the mills, the kids' library, the library for the school.
Yeah, once it opens
Yeah.
There's
back
a
up.
Nash,
Yeah.
down there, a Nash pond, a marsh pond, or whatever you want to call it, a lot of flowers and stuff. And I would definitely tell you, and it's a distant relatives of yours.
Mine?
You have a lot of people. Believe me, if they ever got together, there would be probably 300 or more ancestry that you would be connected with.
It's not surprising. I think everybody, right? We
but
lose
yours
our
is more
ancestry. We lose
Prominent,
our. Yeah.
okay?
Where's my money?
What does your husband think about you doing this, Ashley?
Very supportive. I'm extremely lucky to have such a supportive husband, and I know Jaimie is as well. He's done nothing but support us from the get-go since day one. So we're very lucky to have our husbands behind us.
How about you, Paula?
Sorry, babe, but you're
Well,
part
there's a
the
lot of
profile,
times
so I
where
can't say
there's a lot of times where
Very
No,
supportive.
you're Paula, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, got it right.
You
Well,
did.
we know that too. But a lot of family members, one or the other, doesn't support. Now, are you in a relationship?
They don't.
You ready for one?
If it happens.
If it happens, you're learning to. You know that your dog is going to have to give the approval.
Oh, yeah. Been through that already. Yeah.
He loves me.
You had
He's a
2 children,
savage.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. I still see another child.
That would be a miracle.
No, not you.
Oh, I was going to say, if I have another child, that's going to be a miracle. We're going to
It
name
will
him
be a
Jesus
miracle.
because
Ashley, please, I know you're a daredevil.
Yeah.
I know you like to
This guy
take
knows
chances.
me. Did you look me up before I came
I
here?
didn't know you were coming.
We tried to warn you.
You know?
We did warn you.
I did not know you were coming. Okay. And the one thing I want to tell you is that in your daredevil schemes,
Yep.
please don't fall and break your arm. You've come close
Stay
to it
off
many
the
times.
motorcycle.
No, right, I mean, you would. I actually see you would make a great, if they had women's competition for motorcycle racing, you'd be right in there.
You sound like my husband.
Yeah. Oh, God. But because the one thing they cannot do, they cannot tell you that you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And all of you in the same way.
You're just gonna do it.
We just do what we want.
You bring a lot of energy into that when you go out on the trips, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
because you're not afraid of them.
No.
Is there anybody here that's afraid of them?
No.
Because you know if you show fear, are you afraid of them? No. Because you know if you show fear, they love it.
I mean, we're afraid of her.
I would.
We'll play the first.
Yeah. You know, I had
That
this,
one, the
Spirits,
silent
no.
one.
Paula, yes.
I had
I
this,
have earned the title of the enforcer.
and that's what they respect you for it.
Sensei and
We had a gentleman come on, and you're going to laugh at this, I know. And he says, come on here, and I saw him again, and he said, oh, the spirit grabbed my leg. It felt like it was on fire. And I said, how much have you been drinking? I have never heard of a spirit grabbing somebody's leg. Have you?
No.
Have you ever felt your burning sensation from it?
I have felt a burning sensation, yes.
Yeah, okay. But not grabbing you physically.
No, and no. What I normally equate it to is just the transfer of energy, because
Yeah.
they're on one plane, we're on another, and there's a transference of energy.
And they showed us he showed me a video of a rocking chair, a little toy rocking chair working back and forth. I said, that's the oldest trick in the world. This is why you have an honest spiritual research. Because you care about your client and you care about them. And you treat the spirit, even though the spirits may not always respect you, and they're not going to until you prove to them. You know, they're not going to respect you. They could care less. You got? Do you get a lot of baby crying?
In my house?
Yeah.
Or, no, I hear the neighbors a lot.
I mean, passively.
No.
From another side.
No.
Are you going to be prepared for it?
We've caught a voice on tape before in there. Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
I had another lady I was watching. This is like when I first started my TV show, and they were doing this paranormal, and they're saying if you are female, come to the red light. If you're male, come to the green light. I said, okay. I'm watching very intently, you know, watching. Well, where is it? Where is it? You know. So then they moved it to another area. They had all these numbers on a string, and they said, if you are this number, come through on that number. And the thing started moving back and forth. I said, oh my goodness, maybe it's true. Then they made a mistake and showed the fan that was.
Oopsie.
Yeah. See, that's what makes people distrust, you know, people that are doing the paranormal. Because you see a lot, like in my business or whatever we all do, you know.
Right.
And now you do tarot cards, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
And you're very good at it.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you do tarot cards? Okay. So when we had the event, we'll get together. We'll plan on a big event. Now where I want to go, is you can put in about like 100 booths in there or more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And we'll talk about that. We'll divide up to help support the cause.
Guardian angels, yep.
Animals need help. Is Joe Biden an insult to the dogs?
Is what?
Joe Biden an insult to the dogs?
Probably.
Oh, by the way, we're all Republicans here, right?
Yeah.
Not that I care.
Kind of late for that one, but yeah.
Yeah. But I am. You know what? I'm no
I think
longer
so.
a Republican. I am no longer a
I'm
Democrat.
independent.
Same.
Yeah. Are you?
Look at all the people
You have to
that
go.
turn.
Don't let them know.
Bye, Ashley.
We
Tried to
still
keep my
love-
mouth shut this
we
whole
still
time.
love
No.
Are you a Biden fan?
I am.
I cry for you.
I just
She-
want our country to get back
She's
to a
I
better
agree with
place.
you.
She's regretting her choices.
It better not be
You know,
us,
I
right?
sat there at the bus slot night. I never rode a bus until I moved down here to Manchester. I love it now. I jump on a city bus and I'm the queen. I mean, no. But we sat there not even 3 minutes. That's good. You know, and we looked. The price of the gas went that from $2.29 to $3.39. And folks, if that's okay with you, we have to accept it. Do you see what Trump won?
Yes.
I got a lot of that. But and then they say, because I don't agree with them, how can I be spiritual? And I said, what's my political view got to do with my political views? You know?
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like. By
It's-
the way, Ashley, you know what speeding tickets are?
Yeah.
You want another one?
I've never had one,
Well, you
so
want
let's.
And your husband will not let you forget it. You know that.
No, oh
But
God,
you're
no.
always
He would
on his
never
case
let me
about his
forget
life.
it. No. I always give him the hard time.
You want a baby boy, Jamie?
You keep saying that. Hasn't happened yet. And it would be a mirror. I wouldn't have, I can't have one.
You
can adopt one.
I can adopt.
You can take him. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
I already had him once, remember?
You did have a miscarriage of a boy.
I'm pretty sure it was a boy, yeah.
There would have been twins.
Yeah, Tegan was,
However, emotionally, you could not have handled it because it would have been a real,
well, my daughter was a twin as well. And
I-
I'm like,
you have a
I can't
beautiful-
handle one of her.
You have a beautiful daughter there.
Oh.
And I'm looking at her, if I may, I'm looking at her spirituality. It is incredible.
It's vibrant.
Yes.
Yeah,
She
very
is,
much
going
so.
to be, she is going to be seeing things, Mom. Don't stop her.
She already does.
She will be at a cemetery, and Mom, she'll get terrified, so you have to be there to comfort her. And I know that your husband will support her, too. But you also have to discipline once in a while.
Oh, we're pretty strict with her, aren't we?
But she knows how to con her father.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
That's
gonna
wrapped
say,
around her finger.
But your children have their father wrapped around their finger,
They
too.
do.
Huh?
They do. Yeah.
And you're
Especially
very,
the
how
little
old are
one.
your children?
15, 12, and 10.
You have a 15-year-old?
I do. Yep.
Wow, pretty intelligent.
He's extremely intelligent. Yeah, very lucky.
He's going to be an attorney.
Would make sense the way he gets away with things.
He also
definitely
is going to
makes
become a
sense.
politician.
It would make sense. Yeah.
He loves to debate, doesn't
He does.
he? And the sad part is he can debate circles around
He
you and your
can.
dad without even realizing it.
And I'm stopping after, and I'm like, wait a minute, what just happened?
how did I end up
He's a
giving him the
great
car
kid.
keys?
He's actually really interested in the paranormal as well, so he
He's going
likes
to have
to
his own
watch
group.
and
He's going to have a
observe.
teenage group.
That would be, I would be extremely happy for him to get into something like that.
And I actually see him, you encouraging, but you cannot join it.
No, probably not.
'Cause
I'd
that's
be
a
like, stay away,
teenage
mom.
group.
Yeah.
We were all teenagers. I think I was. Don't remember that many years ago, yeah. But, no one, you had two boys, right?
I have 2 boys. Yep.
Yeah. Paula?
Yeah.
How old
Oh,
are
you
they?
How old are they? I'm probably going to get this wrong. This is like a quiz. They're 34 and 29?
Do you have grandchildren?
No.
You ready for one?
Whenever they're ready.
They're not quite ready yet.
No, I know they're not.
You have a child coming in 2 years. I know. You're going to have a boyfriend.
That's not soon.
This is soon enough. Dude, I've been single for 9 years. You can wait 2 years for me to have a baby. You gotta get a man first.
Well, I'm too old, so
You need to leave your room.
stop hibernating.
Don't tell me what to do.
I won't tell my wife. You hear that?
I like
Well,
bed.
she's sassy. So you
Yes.
go to work, you come home, you go to bed.
Precisely.
Well, she doesn't actually go to bed. She just goes to her room, and that's pretty much where she stays.
That's
mean, I
your-
go to
That's your
my
woman
bed.
cave, right?
Yes.
That's, they talk about men's cave. Don't women have women's cave?
She sheds.
She
When I dress in drag, I go to a woman's cave.
Yeah.
And the last time I did that, I said, "Oh no, never again." Because everything fell off. My wig fell off. I fell out. My heel broke. So I said, "Never again."
Hate it when that happens.
Oh, it's
I
horrible.
can't unsee that.
Folks, I gotta say, Eric has the best sense of humor because I pick on him all the time, and I love doing it. And his wife is very good about it as well.
Yeah, she picks on me all the time too.
But that beard that he has, that little goatee, is so manly. Ooh. I also will tell you that you are related to Hardy. What was his name? The President Hardy. Anybody know who the Hardy, what his first name was? I don't know much about history anymore.
A president?
This is a very embarrassing pop quiz.
It was,
Thanks,
I don't think
Norm.
it was a president.
All right. Listen to her. She's
There's
gonna tell
Harding.
you.
Harding, but not Hardy.
Harding.
Harding?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a
Harding.
HY. He's an ING.
Okay, well, anyway, you're related to him. Just names are spelled differently.
Right. Well, I'm actually, in all actuality, I'm not really a Hardy. I'm just a Hardy by name, not by blood.
Well, you're adopted,
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
but you had a pretty decent life.
Well, I had a very good life. My mother.
And you gave your mother all kinds of heart attacks.
No, that
Yeah.
was the perfect child. That was the angel.
Even when you get
Excuse me, I'm going to use the bottom of your chair to put my feet on.
Who's got the sage?
Yeah, I have my
Make it by
sneakers
lightning
on
right
today.
now.
I know.
But you know what? Out of all that,
Karma's
you've
gonna
you've
fall.
learned how to handle yourself better, and you're taking responsibility for your own actions.
Yes, I have to.
I also see a large amount of money coming to you too.
Sweet.
That'd be awesome.
Now, you own that property, or you buy rent it?
Well, we rent it from the bank.
Well, yeah, the bank-
And a mortgage.
yeah. Everything is mortgage, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
I tried to get a mortgage on my stuff, but they told me I wasn't good enough. Broke
think
my
I-
heart.
That's not true.
They said you have to be worth $100,000. I said, well, what can I say? You know, not really. But okay, will you please say something to that lady? She's really
Come on,
annoying.
Mary. I invited her
Her
over.
name is Elaine.
I call her Mary because she's never given me her name
Well,
before, so it's
well,
Mary.
she said, my name is Elaine,
Come on.
and you're the only one I trust. She had that purple gown on again, okay, and she is so excited that you're here because you two knew each other in your past.
Oh yeah. I tried doing a remote with her, and
She's too shy.
I got
But
the
she said
number
if you really-
1729. I think is what I got.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I got out of the whole thing. Was the
Well,
number
you're going to get a lot more
1729.
now that you're opened up to her.
Come stand right here.
And actually, there's another woman that is interested in you, actually,
Oh goodness.
and there are 3 women there.
Yeah.
And you guys are the only ones that they ever come out on. And I've had a lot of guests on my show.
It was Harding.
That's what we said.
Harding.
Harding?
The president.
Yeah, what's his name?
We've already said this.
Warren Harding.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. You actually are related to him. We are all related to each other if we go to study history, if we go to ancient history, one way or the other. You actually lived in a castle in England. That's pretty cool, huh? You were the queen. What a... Then she said, what happened to me
Nothing
there?
changes.
Sometimes we have to lose everything to learn a lesson what we had in here today. You know.
I've learned it.
Sarah says, not yet. But you're getting there. And actually, you know that your spirits are very excited with the fact that you're having this paranormal group. You're the only ones that I believe in, to be honest with you. I've never, ever said something like that before, because I usually don't, because I think they're a bunch of bullcrap. But you guys have convinced me that what you're doing, because you like it, and you want to do it, and you want to help people. Do you enjoy doing it?
Yeah.
You have 2 spirits wherever you go around your head.
I have what?
2 spirits
Oh.
that go around your head whenever you go out. And they're there to protect you. Your grandmother on your father's side is there.
Nanny Dolan.
Oh. I was like, not that one.
No, you don't have to know the
You
spirits.
know,
You know, you don't have to know them. Okay? Did you
You're not sure.
actually, did you recently lose someone that you loved?
Not recently, but
In the last
Not
5
recent.
years?
yeah.
Okay. Is it a she?
Yeah.
Well, she's with you.
Well, that's nice.
Okay.
That's
She
good
told me
know.
to tell you to wash your windows.
I have paintings on my windows right now, and my husband and son keep telling me to scrape them off and put new ones on. It's so funny because the person you're speaking of is his grandmother. So how funny
She
is
wants to
that?
know if you know how to run a vacuum cleaner.
I do. Yeah. I do.
Look at her face turn right now.
It's embarrassing.
But you have a pretty clean house. Your house is pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But she's just teasing you right now.
Yeah, she would
Okay.
be. She would
And
be.
she's very proud that you and your husband have been together for a long time.
Yep.
How
Yep.
long?
7 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah.
No, actually, Scott and I have been together 25 years.
Oh wow.
See, my first marriage was a month. My second one was 3 months. My third one was a year. My fourth one was
Better with
14
time.
years.
So practice makes perfect, right?
That's right. when I finally learned to accept who I am, then we have a good relationship. How we put successfully, I'll never know. You know. But I also will tell you, someone's going, Paula, I got to get my names right here. Paula, right?
Pam?
Pam.
Pam.
Okay. Well, I got it almost right.
Starts with a
Someone's
P.
going to try to accuse your dog of biting them.
You're right.
And you
Better chance
cannot.
that I bite the person.
There you go. I'm just telling you to be aware
It's not
of
the
that.
dog they're gonna
Because
worry
they're
about.
trouble.
Yeah.
You know, and just don't punch them in the mouth.
Like I said, there's a better chance I'm going to bite the person
Yeah,
than the dog.
Oh, she had a service dog that is beyond belief. I love it. Every time I look forward to that dog because he actually is the star as far as I'm concerned. Right now he's in hiding.
He's sleeping
But
right now.
Jamie, do you have a dog?
I do.
Are you ready for
She
another
doesn't
one?
have a dog. She has a pony.
No.
I see you with a cockapoo.
With a what?
Gosh.
A cockapoo.
Oh,
Oh
heck
my
no.
God, no.
How funny. That's what I grew up with.
Well, you're getting another
No,
one.
I don't want a
Too
cockapoo.
bad. You're not gonna. It's gonna be like a foster home, so that you can find a home for. Although you, where you love animals, it would be very hard.
What
for
did you
to
just
do
go
that.
check on? Did you just check on a friend's dog?
Yeah. But it's not a cockapoo.
I had that one of
I
those.
feel
when I
like
was
Baxter
growing
would know
It
what to
had-
do with a cockapoo.
Baxter would eat the cockapoo.
That's an appetizer.
up. I had a cockapoo when I was
Aren't they
young.
beautiful?
They're cute.
Every dog is beautiful.
Very energetic.
My son has take care of my granddaughter's dog. She has a beagle. And it's so funny. He'll send me a video of the dog and him singing together, looking out the window. You know, when people tell me that animals don't have feelings or expressions, I actually kick the person off my show for saying that.
They have
But they-
plenty of feelings.
They have,
course they have.
you know, and even if you could abuse it, they still stay loyal to
I
you.
trust my dog more than I trust a person.
Me too. Absolutely.
Unless you're
hurtful.
Rocky and there's the wall.
Yeah.
Freaking meathead.
I actually
Just
see you
smash.
buying your own house.
Oh yeah? Somewhere warm?
Actually, not that far from your mom and dad. You
Right
will
next
never
door.
leave their area.
Right next door, we'll build a tunnel from one to the other.
Secret tunnel.
You do have actually, in your house, there is, way down in the ground, way in the back, there is a tunnel. It's what they call a runaway tunnel.
That's funny. I'm not sure. I haven't been down there. I'll have to look.
No, don't go in there.
Don't go in there. Okay.
Because if you
I was
do,
gonna say Ashley
you're
doesn't
gonna
like
keep
the
wandering.
basement.
Not
You're
a
gonna
basement
end up in the
fan.
middle of nowhere. It's like a maze, and you'll end up you're gonna know it's there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's gonna be boulders around there. So please don't go in there because you won't come back out.
Investigation.
Even more reason to hate the basement.
I live up the road from the Saco Mills, so it's funny that you would say that.
If you
Yeah.
do go in, just take a string with you, tie it to your house.
I'm calling all of you to come with me. That's called being a team.
Yeah.
So, have you done any history on that mill?
So I really want to get in that
Nobody
mill.
really knows. Nobody really knows the true history of your house.
Mm-mm.
I could see them. Was there another mill or something they would take things to from the tunnel?
Yeah, so between, so there's, if you've ever been, I live in Biddeford, and you have the mills on the island, and then you have the mills over here, and then there's mills, behind those mills, and all of them are connected with tunnels underneath them, or tunnels between the buildings.
A lot of
Yeah.
people have died in there.
Yes, yep, a lot of people.
And the
They
tunnel
were
actually
textile
goes all the way
mills.
down to North Carolina.
Oh my goodness.
And that's where they used to hide the slaves, and the runaway slaves come up to be hidden, and like that. And I have to implore you, for your own safety not to. The problem is, though, your curiosity.
Now you just got
Nice.
all of us going.
Well, if you
Wonder
go
how we'll get
together,
in.
okay, just hang on to each other. Just don't keep wandering, because that's what's going to, because you're very curious.
We'll send the blue canary in first.
We
Yeah.
just need to find that one person
The
that's
Baluch.
as interested and has hands on the mill. That's what we need.
Was your father spiritual?
Yes, in his own way. Yes.
Did he sing a lot?
I don't think he sang. He whistled sometimes.
Because there's a song that he sent it to me, Work for the Night Is Coming. Work for the, work for the night is coming. Work out through the day. It's an old hymn. That so that this is the message I'm getting from it, from both of you. So you're always working, Mel. You cannot neither one of you can sit still for a long period of time.
Nope.
You know? And even though Ed gets very restless, and he has to keep busy too. He has a little hidden room there on the camera. Well, we won't say what that's about.
It puts the lotion on the
Because
bathroom.
his daughter too, so I mean, and it's an X-rated show. I mean, we have to be careful. You require a lot of sleep, don't you? You require a lot of sleep.
Yes, because I haven't actually been sleeping.
And one of the reasons why you require the sleep is because it hides you from reality.
Sure.
When
It's logical.
when you're sleeping, you don't have to face reality.
No.
You gotta get it. How old are you? 25?
No. I'll be 30 this year.
Oh.
Aw, man.
But your family are happy to have you at home, but you gotta get out and meet some. And the person I do see you meeting, he's like a lumberjack.
Oh, so he's fit. That's nice.
Really?
Just think of
Okay.
the free witch you guys are gonna get.
But you're very picky. You were in a relationship before, am I correct?
I can get.
What was that?
I've been in a relationship before. It's never been past 2 months.
No, because you build a wall around you.
Or I just know that they're not going to be worth it, and I just go.
No. And the thing is, one person that was with you really, really loves you. But you were so afraid to get it, to be loved because of the past.
Keri.
Could be.
He did message me after high school and was like, I love you, we're meant to be. And I'm like, no.
But it is true.
No, he's not a lumberjack.
Oh, okay, but I do see you.
He's got
You
like 4
the-
kids with some other
Oh
chick.
my God, throw them in the river.
I wanted to.
See, I think all kids should be hung upside down and beat on once a day.
Okay.
And do his character.
That works.
When I
Good,
first,
I'm on
when
the
I
right
first
track.
met him, I
Oh,
wanted to throw
I'm
him in
only
the river.
kidding. I'm only kidding. The last time I said that, but you would not believe.
It's not espresso, it's espresso.
Yeah. Actually, we could hang the parents upside down and beat them once a day.
I'm sure she'd like to.
Yeah. But I actually definitely see your son winning scholarships.
Hopefully.
I'm actually looking at him going to like Minnesota or some other big college.
Hopefully. I just want him to do what's best for him.
Yeah, it's good. You're going to be wiping the tears away.
Oh, I definitely will be.
You have a very close family, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
You as well. Do you have a brother, Jaimie?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't understand you, does he?
My brother understands my brother, and nobody else does he care.
But you, the whole thing is that you're all your own people.
Mhm.
I wouldn't ever want to see that change.
Take it or leave it.
Boy, one thing about you in the last 7 or 8 years, you come out to be your own person.
It's taken that long. Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
Especially the last year.
Yeah. Well, you're going to come out stronger, so be prepared. You might want to wear a football helmet.
He keeps telling me to up my meds. I don't understand.
It's for my own safety.
We understand what he means by
No, not your medicine.
Keri, just
I don't
remember.
want to
We love
live
you.
in a fog.
That's the whole, speaking of that, how many people see all these medication they advertise on TV?
Oh, it's
They
crazy.
got
Right.
medication, and come find out the so-called, what's her name, Harris, husband is the attorney for 11 pharmaceutical companies.
Yep.
I will not call her vice president. I will not call Sleepy Joe president. But that's my opinion. That's my. We can have different. And the cool part is, like, you may not agree with me, I may not agree, but we can get along good on that.
Absolutely. There's no reason why.
No.
This is the way the country should be. It was
Yeah.
the way it was at one point, and it should be. If, we have too many people that feel like their last feeling is getting hurt. They need to grow up and get over it.
Yeah.
Because, we should be able to debate,
Yeah.
a healthy debate, shake hands at the end and go home, and be friends.
Expect a law. Now, you have a Democratic governor, right?
We do, yes, in Maine.
Boy, no, I feel sorry for you guys.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
And I
so
don't want that.
I want
Because
to stab my
there's
eyes
gonna
out
be a lot more.
routinely.
There's going to be a lot more taxes. They're going to try to push the Second Amendment right out the window.
You could look at that.
they're doing that right now with HR.
It's not gonna work.
27, I think it is.
Well, somebody's got to pay for
27,
everything.
47, I think is the bill.
But I can tell you it's not me.
Okay. Yeah, and the one thing that your husband is actually, right? Your husband's a really hard worker, isn't he?
When he is working, yes, he's an extremely hard worker. Right now, he's working extremely hard on building his own business up. So
And it's going to be very successful.
I hope so.
What's he doing?
He is a professional video game player, believe it or not, and he's actually extremely.
He's
good at
actually
it.
going to. He's actually going to design a video game.
Would make sense. Yeah, he would be great
He
at it.
and he's kind of introverted.
He is extremely innovative.
He enjoys being by himself,
He does.
but he also enjoys his family.
Yes, very much.
You just triggered one of those eyes.
Stop yelling at him.
Oh, I don't. I don't yell at him. No, don't let anyone fool you.
I'm gonna call him and ask.
Well,
Well, we'll just
I
say
want my
you discuss-
computer fixed.
We'll
I
say
don't
you-
yell at him.
We'll just say you can talk to him quite loudly.
I do, yeah. You sound like my mom right now. Be nice to him.
He loves you very much.
He does. I'm extremely lucky.
Somebody is going to try to accuse you of having a relationship because they're jealous
luck.
of your relationship.
Good luck.
Isn't it sad if you have a relationship,
Good
people have to
luck.
try to get into it?
Absolutely.
People are ridiculous.
Yep.
Now, you and your husband, you got a
They
long
try
time
and
too, haven't
sabotage.
you?
I have
You got another 25 more years.
I could probably see that, yeah.
Your husband a little bit overweight
Yes.
because I'm concerned about a heart problem with him.
Yes.
He don't care.
No.
Why?
Mark for the tape.
That upsets you. That you got you.
Well, you know, it's not a healthy way to be, but
He's happy.
he's stressed. He's stressed out.
He really is. Now, when you're so, have you done any investigative work since you started in your own group?
Yes.
We have.
You charge for that? I
Sure.
can't ask you how
No,
much.
no, we do
No.
not charge
No.
anything for our services. No.
Really? Not
Nothing.
even, do you accept donations?
Yeah, if people want to donate, yeah, and then what we would do is we would use that towards, equipment, or eventually we're hoping to start selling some T-shirts.
I'm sorry?
We're hoping eventually to start selling T-shirts.
You're not going to hope. You're going to know. When you use the word hope, the angels are going to hope with you.
Eventually, we're going to be selling
All
T-shirts.
right. There. Doesn't that make fun? And when you're hoping, okay. I actually see. I'm getting chills. You're going to be doing going on a ship, on like a yacht or something like that.
Nice.
When there's been a lot, it's an old like a vessel, and they're going to invite you to go and check out the spirits on that.
Sounds good.
And they're going to get it through you.
Me?
You
an
have
eye
a
on
lot
that
of
phone.
talent. You're open and you find time to do
Is
it.
there a call or?
No,
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Just checking.
not tell us. You know, calls have been coming through lately. That's okay. But so, who's your booker? Who's your book? Makes all the arrangements.
It's either myself or Boats. We'll take the calls. We have
You do it naked?
No, I have to wear my underwear. She makes me.
Oh, okay. Nah, this is part of the X-rated itself. But anyway, I do see that you're going to be getting one over by Bar Harbor. What is Bar?
Bar Harbor.
What is it?
Bar Harbor.
Bar Harbor. Oh, yeah.
That's a good haul.
That's how you say it.
But you might.
Yes.
Now I can see them inviting you people to stay overnight on the ship.
Sweet.
The meals will be provided and all that stuff.
Even sweeter. I like to eat.
And that's part about it is too that you're going to remove a lot of the spirits so they can go home. Isn't that maybe what your purpose is?
Yes.
To unlock them so they can go home.
If that's what they
If that's
want.
what they
Yeah.
want.
I mean, you don't force.
No.
No.
Have you walked into a house with a lot of cigarette smoke?
My mother-in-law's house.
Your mother-in-law smokes?
She's
No, I
good.
mean, have you walked into a house where when the cigarette smoked at one time?
Yes, but that was a while ago. That was back when we were with the other group.
Well, you ready to do another one?
Sure. We're always ready.
I keep seeing a castle. You got a lot of work.
You keep every time we
That
come
one
here.
right
We
there.
were going to be going to a castle.
Which?
That one.
When's
right there.
this?
This one.
This one? The one with the phone?
Hello, welcome to North Community Corner.
Oh, good afternoon to everybody.
Mary!
Hey,
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you doing, Mary?
Not too bad, and you?
Not too bad. Hey, you want to go on a paranormal trip with them sometime?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you know. How you feeling? Both
All I have to do is go to bed at night and I hear voices saying, "Hi, Mary."
There you go. There you go. This is Mary. She has her own talk show. Mary LeMay. She has her own talk show called Cruising with Mary, every Thursday from 5 to 6.
No, 5 to 6. You're right. I'm thinking about something else.
How you been feeling, Mary?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm getting there slowly, so hey, that's what it counts.
Right. Yeah. You know, and you're coming on the end of March, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I have to check my
Yeah.
calendar. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
So now this is what your third or fourth year you've been on the show.
You mean on mine?
Yeah.
No, 6 years.
6 years already.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, going on 7.
Well, you're catching up with it.
I know.
But isn't it?
I know. I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's exciting, isn't it? You know, they may not please everybody, but you know what? That's what counts. You know.
That's right.
You know.
Hey, everybody, has their own thing to do, and that's okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, your grandmother on your father's side is with you every night and says good night to you.
Yeah, I've never met her.
Yeah, you don't have to meet them; they know you though.
Yeah. No, I never met her. And my grandmother, my mother's mother, I knew her.
Yeah. Well, you look a lot like your grandmother on your father's side.
No, I would say no to that. My sister does, but I look like my mother, and I look like my grandmother.
Well, your grandmother
My
is
mother's
saying.
identical to my grandmother.
Okay. Your grandmother says, "I beg to differ."
I think that's her calling you a liar.
Yeah. In other words, but you also have her personality. You have your mother's personality, and you have your but you also have your own personality.
Yep. That's the main thing. I mean, you don't want to say, "Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to take after this friend today."
Yeah,
Nope. I'm eating myself and I, and that's it.
She has a cat that speaks to me when it watches my TV show. Am I right,
Yeah,
Mary?
that's Crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crystal baby.
Yeah. And then we buy chicken with Mary, and we stuff it in the market basket, and she'll put a chicken on the table, all pre-cooked and all that, and the cat will decide that's his, and it'll open it up, start helping itself to the chicken.
Yeah, she does. She's something else. She's my lifeline.
Yep.
With diabetes and her sister, Queen Addie.
Yeah.
They're both like service cats.
Yeah.
They would let me know when my sugar's low, and they will literally wake me up when my sugar's too high to go take a shot.
Wow. See, that people underestimate animals.
Very much so.
You know, that's like when Pam. Right? Yeah. When Pam's dog gets excited, it knows that when you get anxious or whatever. And then you also have a sugar level, right?
Yep.
And the dog
Yeah.
is trained to let you know.
Yep.
It's amazing how animals, even pigs,
Yeah.
can know.
They're very
They all
intelligent.
have their
Yeah.
own intelligence. You know, in spite of
Yeah,
whatever they
thank
say.
God I had Ladenia and Crystal, because I fell asleep and they literally woke me up by slapping me in the face.
Wow.
That's what they do to me. They slap me, they kiss me. And I knew that it was either too high or way too low, 1 or 2. And you're like when you're in there when it's low, you're not sure and wobbly. So I went and checked, sure enough, I was way too low. And don't get that often, let me tell you.
Wait a minute. We're all in the wrong line of work. We should be
Pets.
service people.
It's a pet.
Because then you can walk around slapping people and not get in trouble.
Hey, there you go.
Thank you, Mary.
Mary used to be my bodyguard. You
My,
know.
people will think it's cute. Like, oh, look, your little humans reacting.
Yeah, I
And
started
know
fighting.
just about when it's time for me to go get a shot, and Crystal will come up to me and she'll literally kiss me, and then she picks her paw up and slaps me.
Isn't that amazing?
That one. So she'll run right for the refrigerator, like saying, "Okay, it's time. Go get your shot."
See? You know? Mary used to be my bodyguard, you know. I'd set a fight, she'd finish him.
And I think I weighed about 100 pounds back then.
Yeah. She'd say, what did you do now? Oh, I didn't do anything. They were picking on
He
me.
was a troublemaker. Troublemaker back then.
Not me. You know. But those were the good old days, right, Mary?
Yeah, it sure was.
Yeah. So,
It sure was.
yeah. I think this Friday, Mary, if you want to go to the Comcast parking lot, they're giving food away again.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. So,
That's
you know, yeah, I don't, you know, so they do have, and that's a good program, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I told other people about it and everything, and I told them, I says, look, look up and go there and a lot of people out there just are not making it because of COVID and everything else.
Yeah.
And hey, you got to do something for the people.
Get out there early.
Yeah.
Get out there at
Yeah.
around 9 o'clock because it starts at 11. But I would recommend they get out there at 9. It's amazing. I think last time Tim and I went there, we have over 1,000 cars that were in line to get that stuff. You know, and you know what the fact that I believe in, that no one in this country should be hungry.
Yeah, you're right. No, that's so true. No one should be hungry.
Yep.
And that is so true.
They can go to the churches.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can go and do a striptease on the mall, whatever. No, but no one should go hungry in this country. They have a lot of places they can go and get food. The new, what is it called? The New Horizon, Mary?
Yeah, I think that's the one that's up on,
Manchester Street.
I think it's on Manchester Street, that one.
Yeah, and they're opening up more and more housing, for the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We should, and no one, I don't care who you are, should not be homeless. And
No.
what happens to these poor kids
yeah.
that are homeless, I think it's a shame. And I don't care which state you're in.
No.
It's a shame for any kids to be homeless with their family.
That's true. And what I'm wondering is, when I think about, see what you guys, I want to get input from you guys too, is with the coronavirus disease and all these homeless people, what are we doing to help them prevent it? What are we doing to keep them safe? What do you think, Mary?
A lot of them you can help, yes you can. But there's a lot of them out there that don't want to be helped.
Right.
They don't want to be bothered by anybody. They just want to stay by themselves.
Right,
So
yeah.
you can help who wants help, and you cannot help the ones who do.
No, and I agree with you. That's I've always said that if they want help, they can come and get them.
It's out there.
Yeah. If they don't, but a lot of them, like you said, prefer to be by themselves, living in a tent or whatever, because that way they're away from society, or whatever.
Yeah, because a lot of them cannot be around people.
No. Like someone I know here sitting beside me, I won't mention her name, but
She's giving you the stink eye, Norm.
Huh?
She's giving you the stink eye.
Oh, okay. We got to get people, but if we, the one thing I truly believe in, I don't care if you're Democrat, I don't care if you're Republican, or Biden lover, or Trump lover, or Osh Bakosh lover, or whatever, that we need to unite to bring this country.
Yes, we do. Yeah, I
to
say
peace.
the same thing. I don't care. I tell people I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent. It does not bother me a bit. It does not bother me. Anybody is always welcome. I have Republicans on my show.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of Democrats, but that's okay.
Yeah.
They're all welcome. Everybody, to me, it's welcome.
Even if they disagree with me. Yeah.
Something.
Even if, I always said, if you disagree with me, come on the show and tell me how you disagree with me.
Yeah, I say the same thing.
I may poke you in the eye, but
Be my
that's okay.
guest. Yeah, be my guest.
Yeah. I feel that way.
That's one thing I will not have Democrats, Republicans, or Independents. You're all welcome. I can't see breaking up friendship over the parties like that.
No.
We're all one.
And because of my own, Mary and I don't agree politically. We really don't.
That's right.
But we're good friends. We're the best of friends, you know. And if you I get a lot. Well, how can you call yourself a spiritualist if you do this and you do that? Don't condemn me for what I believe in, you know. That's what our freedom of America is all about. Freedom of
We
speech.
believe for what's in our heart.
Yeah, and that's what we got to do.
If we
you
were
know.
all the same, it'd be boring.
That's
Right.
right.
Only I'm gorgeous.
I mean, everybody would be like me and we'd all be perfect, but, you know.
Yeah, you know. But
We're
anyway,
not atomic
well, thank you for
bomb.
calling in, Mary.
You're
And
welcome. Have a good day,
Yep.
everybody.
give
Bye,
all
Mary.
those,
Bye, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
yeah, give all those kids a big
Bye-bye.
hug. Bye bye.
I'm wearing mine.
Same button.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
So
I'm
what do you
trained.
think? Are they controlling the virus when the homeless people? You don't hear anything about it.
You don't. They had something on it in the news. No, they didn't actually, come to think of it. I can't remember seeing
I've
anything.
never heard anything about
I
it.
never heard anything on that,
No.
No.
sadly.
I see where the
It's not fair.
medication's going up again.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
prices of insulin are going back up.
Yeah. Well, you know, like Mary and I don't agree, and that's okay. You and I may not agree politically, and that's okay.
That's each
Because
their
you know
own.
what? You have your own independence, you know. I may be a little swap-sided, but that's okay, you know. And one of my friends came in with a big Donald Trump statue. It was so cool, and I had my hat. My son gave me a card. You could never tell I'm a Trump fan with my shirt, my hat, and all that, you know.
Never.
No. But, you know, if our so-called president had got elected legally, I could accept it,
Right.
you know. But we all know that it's all going to come out.
It will.
One thing that, oh, boy, is that White House, ooh, I feel it. Visualize you're in the art gallery of the White House. I could feel the spirits like there is no tomorrow. They're going, whew, whew, whew.
Probably all rolling in their graves.
Yeah, yeah. That's like Martin Luther King. I'm going to tell you right now, he's got to be rolling around in this grave.
I imagine.
You know, he started out with the right ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and
He
people
absolutely
got carried
did.
away.
100%.
I watched it from Selma, Alabama to Montgomery. I actually woke up with a hangover. Next thing I know, I'm marching in a parade with him. Didn't even realize it. We came in from California all the way, and I said, shall we say, having a little ta-ta-tay. Next thing I know, I'm hot. Oh. You know, but it was worth it. You know, and I've been very fortunate. I've had a pretty virtuous life. You know, and, no regrets. Do you have any regrets?
I have some, but they're justified.
No. But you're making up for it. You're making
Yeah.
amends. How about you? I love picking on her.
Who, me?
Ashley.
Oh,
Ashley.
that's what I
I'm
thought he was
easy.
looking down. I thought he was looking down.
Do I have
there.
regrets? I do. I don't have any regrets because everything happens for a reason. I believe, and
Absolutely.
I'm just very grateful to have found my way in on a good path. So
You're actually a very intelligent lady. Stop putting yourself down.
Very good,
thanks.
Emma.
You enjoy researching, don't you?
I do. I very much enjoy
I
it.
actually see you doing a lot of medical research.
I work a home care company. That's my job during the day. I help run a home care company for people like if you had like your parents home, people would go in and take care of them, and help
smack 'em?
them. No, no. Consistency is important.
I'm just being a wise ass today.
Yeah.
No, I love nursing when I was in it. I love working with the elderly people.
I love it. It's very
If you
satisfying,
listen to
gratifying.
them, yeah, and even though they may have dementia or they may have Alzheimer's or whatever, if you truly listen to them and study the background of them, a lot of times they're going to be talking about things that happened in their real past life.
Mm.
They just can't express it in the so-called normal way. But what is normal?
Right.
They
No.
just want to be heard.
Yeah, that's
They just want someone to listen to them.
Of course.
I trip them up. a
And they
little
don't
bit,
understand, they don't
Yeah.
understand what's going on.
No. That's where patience comes in.
Yes. Patience is key.
You enjoy helping people, don't you?
Yes.
And you do too. Now, you're a medical transcriber?
Yes.
Oh, I remember.
You did. That's good. Big words,
For
too.
me, yeah.
Big
Hey,
words.
Norm, you
Yeah.
used another big word.
Yeah.
Mark them down. That's 3.
Now, what do you do now?
5.
You're an EMT?
I'm a stay-at-home mom.
No, you're an emergency masochist.
It's a thing.
Yeah, she does in a pinch.
You know what's fun? Look, we're sitting here, we're having fun. We know we're on the air, but we're having fun. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Would you come back on again?
I would.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. You've been on several times.
Yes.
We've had.
Yeah, we've been on a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah. I pick on him all the time before we come on the air, folks. Then I have to remember he's married. I have to behave myself.
And she's sitting right here.
I don't like that too well, but you know.
Norm would
Oh
be
my
the
gosh.
spirit grabbing your leg one day.
Well, I asked him that, didn't I?
Are
Yeah.
you sure it's his leg?
I asked him, I said, did you feel me squeezing?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. But now, when you talked about the, I can't put a PTSD or whatever you call it.
PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, are you on medication for that?
No.
Good for you. Do they really know how to take care of it? You know, like my son has a lot of sickness, and they keep saying, well, we're going to try this drug. We're going to try that drug. You know, after a while, don't people become like pin cushions or experimental guinea pigs to help the drugstores and the pharmaceutical company get richer
Yeah,
and richer?
big pharma.
Yeah. You know.
And after a while, I think the medication just doesn't
No, it doesn't.
work.
No.
It just
Yeah, you
says,
know. I'm a firm believer that natural healing, like Dr.
Yep.
Jody was on, she's very good. She'll probably be there at the event, so then you'll be there. But the one thing that we, well, let me see here. I gotta go down the name here. Paula. I got it right again.
You did.
Oh my God! See, I'm getting better, folks. I'm gonna buy that memory pill. But Paula, I do see. Not too. I think that's not too far from where you live. You live near a wooded area, right?
Yes.
Okay. There's a big
if
wood
you
in the
can call it
back.
that anymore.
There's a lot of dead woods and trees in the back.
There is actually in the,
A
yeah.
lot of different spirits.
I don't, probably.
But I'm concerned about somebody setting a forest fire.
Mm.
And your dog is going to wake you up to it, or that you live back with your sister,
That
right?
dogs, yeah.
You know. You know what I think is awesome is how close families are in New England. Most of them. You know, like you two live together. You live with your father and mother, and you don't want to move out of there because that's your safety net, right?
I mean,
If you have to think about it, it's a yes.
When you're ready, you know what? I do know this. When you're ready, you're going to be up and running out that door. I have effing had it. I'm going to get my own place.
like I'm the Flash. I'll be.
Yeah. It's going to be one of those like last minute decisions. So when you're packing everything, you actually your mother's going to say, "Where are you going?" Well, I'll let you know when I get there. But I do see you doing a lot of traveling.
I hope so.
What we're going to do, what we're going to know. So.
We're gonna know so.
Okay. But I don't see you traveling alone. I see you with a male companion.
Okay.
And he's going to be
I'm
very
done with
good.
that.
And he's going to be very good to you.
Yeah, you better be.
See, there we go. But she can beat him up, and that'll be okay.
And a fleet of people that will mess him up if he's not.
Yeah.
So.
So, yeah. But no, you two are both going to have a lot of insecurities that you two are going to have to work on. He has 2 children of his own. And you know
Look
what?
at her. She's like, I'm not digging that.
I'm not digging that at all.
Pretty big family.
No, well, actually, you're going to be overwhelmed because of the love that they're going to have for you. Because the mother has been like a lot of emotional problems, not treating the children fairly. The one thing that you will not do, you will not tolerate children being abused.
Well, yeah, that's true, but.
I could actually see you becoming an advocate for abused children.
Sure.
Yeah, I think you're doing really well. You been to college?
What?
You go to college?
No.
Why?
Because I don't like people.
We'll have to bring her down and hypnotize her sometime.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That'd be
fun.
cool. Would you
To
leave
learn
us
that
with a
good-
magic word?
Huh?
Would we be able to have a magic word at any time?
Dishes.
I actually was
Magic words,
hypnotized for
dishes.
cigarette smoking.
Dishes.
8 years ago, Scott?
Huh?
8 years ago, was it?
For what?
Yeah, about cigarette smoking. I got hypnotized for cigarette smoking 8 years ago. I didn't realize how fat I was, and my old fat belly looked like a baby whale. I go, oh my God. Yeah, she likes you. You tell her that you like her.
She's been moving around. She was behind you for a little bit. She's been over here. She's
She's
over by the
happy.
door.
Yeah, she's happy.
Taking
And
it
she
all in.
loves the dog, so you see how your dog is smiling with her, you know, and all that, you know. So how long should it take you guys to get here? If you do the speed limit.
Driver. A little over an hour.
Oh, that's not too bad. Who's driving?
Hey, he said if I did the speed limit. Back off.
We took two vehicles.
Well, I didn't take no hour to get here.
I bet you didn't
I
either.
said if I went the speed limit
You didn't.
We did the speed limit.
And I
the
didn't
whole way.
you lie, and I didn't lose you. You lost me
Of course.
because of a Jeep on my bum.
You
You
had
had
a
a
Jeep on your
spirit-
bum? Did that
Now, you
hurt?
did the driving? Who did the
She drove one vehicle, I drove the other.
You have a spirit in your car.
I do? I mean,
As an old man.
I was just saying,
Well, an old man drives it.
the quiet one back there was in there. I mean, if you're calling that a spirit.
When in your car, is it a brand new one?
About a year and a half old.
When they were building the car, the spirit inside of them could have said, go with it, and it selected you to be the guardian of the car.
Bonus.
So if you feel the shivering and all that in there, you're going to know why. It will also try to tell you how to avoid an accident because you're thick-headed at times.
It's funny you say that because my brake thing, my brake warning, will just like go off. I've shut everything off. And it will just go off. There will be nothing around me. And I've taken it in and I'm like, why do the brakes keep going on? There's nothing around me.
That's because it's avoiding you getting
Because I
into
told
an
my
accident.
husband, I'm like, I think my truck's haunted.
And I think that one of the things I'm looking at is that it's preventing you from having an accident. Your granddaughter and your daughter has a real fussy eater, isn't she?
You think?
Fussy eater?
Bet.
Whose fault is that?
I don't know. She actually went from she would eat everything to like she does awesome with her vegetables and her fruits.
I actually look at her become a
It's-
vegetarian.
It's the meats. She likes chicken,
Salami.
salami. Like she'll eat salami all day long. There will be no vegetarian in my house.
She is going to be a vegetarian.
No, she is not.
Yes.
He tricked you.
Not at my house.
And she's going to be quite happy being that, and you'll appreciate it.
Again.
No, I won't.
Your
We're all
grandmother,
meat eaters.
you know. Do you have a vegetarian in your
Game,
family?
can I?
I do,
can
my
take
sister.
One
Yeah.
for. What is it?
I got to get back. I
Jeopardy?
felt
What is
better
it?
without the vegetarian.
It is good for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you need a lot of green vegetables.
Yes. Yeah.
When you put your mind to it, you can be an excellent cook.
Thank you. I am a big foodie. I love food. I love cooking food. I love
When
good
you're not
food.
in a hurry.
I love
Just so happens
Paula's
all of us
food.
like to eat.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not that we
Not
can
only do we research, we
You are the
paranormal
newest
investigators.
in the team.
We love
You
food.
enjoy it?
I do. When I cook, I enjoy it.
Me
Well,
too.
Mama cooks mostly, right? Or Daddy?
Mom.
I just had a vision. This is weird. I hope it never happens. I just had a vision. You getting upset and taking some lasagna and walking over and putting it over your father's head because you're mad at him.
I honestly could see that happening.
I guess there won't be any lasagna in the house.
Boy, look at the look you're getting.
Why would you waste lasagna?
But it would probably because you did something stupid, like dumped food on me first, you know?
Or
No.
probably because it had sausage in it. That would be the problem.
Yeah, but I
couldn't see
pulled the
that
sausage
happening
out and gave
at
it to him,
all.
so maybe I flung sausage at him. There's a possibility for that, too.
I see a
That's a
food
way to
fight.
do it.
That's a total Celtic thing because we.
So, what did you, when you have, how
Yeah,
do
we
you
have
have
food
family
fights.
connections? Do you do Zoom or
When what?
When you have like a family functions, do you do Zoom or do you how do you do it? You know, do you get together like for Christmas or Thanksgiving and all that because of the virus? Were you able to have family communication?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had personal contact.
on Thanksgiving, on Christmas and Thanksgiving, I think.
But how about you?
I did not. I actually don't really go anywhere. So my son has epilepsy, so I try to not take our chances. You know?
And that's the right thing. I actually see him outgrowing the epilepsy.
I hope so. That's a dream for all of us.
We'll dream it for you.
Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
I would tell you to get some holy water and, you know, just over its bed
Yeah.
and make the sign of the cross, and it's going to help you to get rid of it. Your son is how old is he?
15.
Well, that's the one that's quite
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
I really do see him outgrowing it.
Yeah. I
Remember,
hope so.
don't hope or dream.
A dream. Do it.
Right.
Do it,
okay.
Holden. Outgrow it.
Was he on medication for this?
Yes.
Why am I not comfortable with the past medication?
Because they're not comfortable with that.
That's so funny. We're still
We were
working
talking
on
about
it.
that on the way up here.
Yeah. We're working on it. Yep.
Body heal thyself.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. Fingers are crossed.
I'll believe for you, okay?
Thank you.
Pam, I definitely see you with grandchildren that you can smother and you can love and all of that when they are ready.
Yeah. Okay.
I also see you in a relationship that's going to be good for you. But take a year before you move out. Get to know the person.
Yeah, I'm in no hurry for whatever.
Well, you got strong family support there.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a very strong family support too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is your mother pretty independent?
Mother?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does she use a cane or a walker?
She was using both. Yeah.
Please keep a very close eye on her. Because if she falls,
Yeah, she's taken some falls.
then it's going to be her demise.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Boy, she does rule. She's the monarch, isn't she?
She can be.
She's the boss of the whole house.
She wants to be.
She wants to
Because
be.
but that's because you respect her.
Well, she's always been a strong woman, so
And she taught you well.
she did.
Yes, she did.
Your dad passed, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Boy, she can get out of his case like there was no tomorrow. This is what he's telling me.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he loved her.
He did.
You know, he could not have survived without her.
Probably not.
Okay. Some people, I couldn't picture myself being that way. I'm the boss. But anyway, but that's how. But he loved her, and he also instigated her a lot.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a close relationship actually with your mother
I do. Very
and
close.
your dad,
No. More my mom.
Yeah.
Just
but are
super
they
close.
together? Your mom and dad.
No.
Okay.
But they're friends.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They communicate with each other.
Yeah, they get along.
That's good. I get along better with all my ex-wives than I did when I was married. But because I do see a strong, I actually see your dad coming to want to make a lot of amends with you,
Yeah.
and I would like you to open that for it and let it happen, because he has a heart condition.
He does. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
He just doesn't know how to treat people.
No. And that's okay. I don't think
Oh,
anybody
Jaimie,
really knows how
Jaimie,
to treat
Jaimie.
anyone.
Oh, Jaimie. You got a temper when you get upset,
Yeah.
Yes.
but it doesn't. But you don't. But that doesn't. But you don't keep it long.
No.
But you don't forget.
Nope.
You know, I actually see you getting another certification as an ENT.
I'm thinking about giving it up because I don't have the time at this point.
You're not giving it up.
I'm not. Okay.
And you know what the thing is? What like in the medical field, it gets into our system, and we can't get rid of it. I don't think we want to. We may take a sabbatical. That was a big word.
Yeah, well, that was it.
That
We're
would
on
be
a roll
six.
tonight.
Yeah.
That surgery did wonders for you.
Yeah. But they may take we may take a sabbatical, like I did. But now I'm in a different type of field. I do a lot of counseling. So as long as I'm working with people, I'm happy. You know. And I got to tell you, when I went to the Elliott Hospital, the care I got there was phenomenal. And it really was. The doctor was kind of cute, but he was too tall.
Is he a lumberjack?
Yeah! No, he reminded me of a motorcyclist. But doctors don't have personalities.
Not anymore, they don't.
No, they don't. But the staff when I saw the white light, I saw a vision or like a shadow, of the person that was actually, and it was definitely my real mother. And I didn't want to come back. She said, "You gotta go back. Your job is not done yet." So here I am. You gotta put it. We've another 20 years, folks.
Scott, we're sorry.
Yeah. So can I get you guys on again?
Absolutely.
Sure.
We should investigate and find out who these women are the next time.
Yeah. Why don't we do
That would be
that?
interesting.
For your I'll get permission. Why don't we do that? Actually, the only one that's going to communicate with him is you.
That's okay. So come back and join us.
He said, she said she hopes everybody gets jealous.
Let's make it happen.
I can't picture you guys
Do
getting
some
jealous.
building history.
No.
Good. Every one of you have a special need in the field that you're in. You all have that. They all will draw to you. Certain ones will draw. You're more with the younger children.
Because of the dog.
Huh?
Because of the dog.
Yeah, that and her own personality.
No.
She's a young child at heart. And she actually passed at one time when she was like 12 years old in her past life. So you have a great communication with the younger ones. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I did bereavement groups for hospice for 11 years with children. I loved it.
You're going to be you're in the life of doing research.
Very much.
Because nothing is going to be done until you uncover every rock and
Pretty
everything.
much. Yeah.
And the good part about it is your husband does support you in that.
100%. Yeah.
Ooh, he's got a big contract coming.
I hope so.
You're going to have to build a bigger house.
Good. Good.
Don't forget to wash your windows.
No, I won't.
And vacuum.
And vacuum.
You actually need a new vacuum cleaner.
I do. That's so funny that you said that.
And when Jaimie, everything has to be in a certain place in a certain order, doesn't it?
Yeah, depending on what it is.
You don't like clutter.
I
Your daughter likes clutter.
Yes, she does.
I do. She, I've thrown a lot of her clutter away because she won't pick it up.
Oh, don't let her see you do that.
Huh? Oh no, she helps me do it. If she's not going to clean up after her mess, she's going to clean it up permanently.
You don't do
I'm
that.
a mean mom.
Oh,
Mean.
My son never had to pick up after himself.
Oh no, she's...
But as he got older, and I never spanked him either. You believe in spanking?
Good swat, never heard him.
No.
I grew up fine. Ish.
I've never had a reason to.
Did you get spanked?
Oh yeah.
Don't
I
make
think
it
it
sound
hurt
like
the
we
parents.
beat you.
It hurt
Lord.
the child. You agree?
Didn't hurt my feelings.
When I went to my son was playing with the stove, and I said no, and so I went like that. I cried more than he did. But I'm very fortunate. I have a very close relationship with my son, even though he and I went through hell and back. And that's what I'm saying. If you're homeless, you can find a way to survive. I'm an alcoholic. I found a way to survive and my son had keep. You can do anything you want in this country. You can be the poor, I can't take it anymore. Well, I should have Ed Sling over here, but anyway. But you know what I mean, and you can sit there and feel sorry for yourself.
Or you can pull yourself up by your bootstraps and carry it on.
Yeah. I can this one lady when I lost everything. I went to the homeless shelter there to get food. This one lady came over and she gave me a pair of moccasins. I cried for hours because that was a turning part of my life to make me do better. You know that saying, don't judge a person until you walk a mile? And I'm a firm believer. Then I had another lady friend of mine who had the HIV positive, and what she's still alive with, I don't know why, but the spirit keeps her. And she would literally tell me to get off my butt and stop feeling sorry for myself because she didn't know if I was going to wake up. When you have the support system that we have, and you can do it. Okay, who wants to tell me more about this stuff? You got 20 minutes. Who wants to talk? Yeah, I'm going to go to that and do it.
Oh.
Sit here and talk about it.
Yeah, we can do whatever.
When I get back, I'll just push you on the floor.
Yeah, so, I mean, we all have our little specialities, I guess. I'm into the UFOs and kind of the crypto.
Yeah.
Paula's into crypto. We like to look for woodland things. Britney is very earthy. She's down with the treelings. I'd say, Jaimie, you are what? You're more spirit.
I'm
right?
like, no, I'm kind of everything.
Yeah, well, no, you actually shared a great video of the UFO.
The Bigfoot thing, I'm still like, I do want to investigate it though because it's so unknown that it kind of fascinates me. So I want to learn more. I want to go out there and see if we can find these. But the UFO things, I remember growing up watching the X-Files going, man, whoever wrote these has a really good imagination. And now that I'm older, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Were they really imagination?
I feel like we're living in the X-Files right now.
Right?
Well, I know
So-
for myself, I've seen something. Like, I've seen odd things that show up and then they go away, you know. So, you know, when I was around 4, I saw some type of a little thing manifest around a maple tree. And I was looking at it, and I remember my mom looking out the window and going, "What are you looking at?" And I said, I didn't know what to call it because I had never seen anything like it. And I went, "One of the witches," because you know witches were on TV. And she said, "Oh, okay," and she shut the window down.
All right.
So that was my first one, and then I actually have seen one. I'd say a few years ago. My mother and I were driving back from shopping, and we went over the little bridge in Dover, the little
Bay
Oak
Bridge.
Street Bridge.
Elk
that
Street
one.
Bridge.
Yeah.
I was about to turn in there, and all of a sudden I saw this little thing just dart right across the road in front of me, and it looked like a roadrunner. Well, it was, it was in the summer. But I'm thinking to myself, roadrunners do not live in New England. So for a moment I had that, kind of like I was suddenly dumped somewhere else and then, taken back out. It was really weird. And when I went home, I documented it as fast as I could because I said, I just can't even believe I saw that. And then I did ask my mother, and I said, "Did you see anything weird?" And she's like, "Maybe. Did you see anything?" So we both saw it.
It's like, wait a minute, does the child see it too, or am I going crazy?
But I had lived in California, and I had seen roadrunners, and they can be fairly tall.
Yeah.
Yep. And so I knew what one looked like, and it was not supposed to be in New England. That's all I'm saying. So that's why I'm kind of interested in that, because it's almost like a window opens up somewhere and then it collapses on
Did you
itself.
sit down somewhere?
No,
So-
good.
No, okay.
So we don't know what that is, and I'm interested in finding out.
Right?
Well, we had been on helping out a friend of ours, and I remember walking around a corner to go into a closet, and this thing about this big jumps out and gets in my face to the point your pulse goes up real fast. It scares the bejesus out of you, and I'm like, okay, I get it, I'm out of here. So I turn around, I come running upstairs, I'm like, Paula, this is what I just saw. And she just sits there ever so calmly, and she's like,
Okay. Your point.
So, a couple hours later, we're at home, she calls me, and she's like, do you have time for a phone call?
Probably just
Yes.
like that too.
Right?
That happened today.
And she ended up actually sending me a picture. I can't remember what it was, but she's like, is this what you saw? And I'm like, these things that you think Hollywood made up, and they're not Hollywood made up. They're real, and that's the kind of stuff that fascinates me. Like, what is out there? Why are these there? And what more can we learn about them?
The Grimm's fairy tales aren't fairy tales.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
No.
So,
they are
before we get too far into it, though, I do want to say that we do have a website.
Okay.
It's www.newenglandspiritsociety.org. And you can also find us on Facebook at New England Spirit Society, NESS. So we would love to have you join us. We're going to start doing some live interviews on our Facebook and talking to some people. We have going to have Paula and Pam going on at some point to just kind of explain what they do with the remote reads, being the two psychic intuitives on the team.
I love doing remote readings. I really do. And I can remember when you would talk about seeing spirits, I was like 8 or 9 years old. And my dad had bought this old Indian schoolhouse and moved over to the property where we were. And we built it up. I can remember like a thunder shower. And man, the ghosts that were there, we called them because we didn't know. And I was terrified. I mean, there was all around there. I went under a blanket and I screamed and I yelled, you know. When they said, we're not here to hurt you. And they will. If you listen to them, do you agree with me?
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to them, they will communicate with you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Blanket was my best defense when I was
Right.
a child. It brings back memories.
Have you ever found that? Do you ever talk with them?
Talk with.
The spirits?
Depends on what's happening. Yes.
Yeah. Do they ever get angry?
I haven't come across any that have been terribly angry.
How about you?
Well, Jamie's laughing because one of the things that came up in investigation was it was clear, this was very recent, it was very clear that the one I was talking to was of a time frame and a belief system that women had a place and I was stepping out of my bounds as a woman addressing him in the way that I was, which was kind of funny.
Oh, really?
Well, it was kind of funny because as it just dawned on me, and all of a sudden I went, "Oh, you think women had their place, don't you?" And Eric and I both got a quite loud acknowledgement very quickly. I was like, "Okay, gotcha."
They can make themselves known.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You know, and if they know how to blockade you if they don't want you around.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had that happen?
I mean, you're gonna run into an investigation at times where they don't want to speak to you.
No.
They don't know who you are. They don't. I mean, we've asked the homeowners to let them know that we're coming. Let them know that we're not here to harm them, and we're here just to document their existence. Let them know that we're coming ahead of time, and I think it worked out in spades because, I mean, we have so much evidence right now that we have to go through. I mean, we literally, our first investigation, we're swamped with evidence. I mean, things that we have to send each other information. What do you guys think of this? I mean, and we all have to beat it up a little bit, try to figure it out. And I mean, we have EVPs, electric voice phenomenon, that we've actually caught on 3 different cameras. We can prove that there's nobody in the room speaking. But in 3 different cameras in 3 different rooms, all heard the same EVP.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, and, I really like the way our team, we have a really good team dynamic, and we all work really well together. All of us do. There may be 4 co-founders, but, I mean, everybody in the team we would be nothing without, if we were missing even just one
By the
person.
way, I've seen 10 more people joining.
I hope not.
We're comfortable.
So just so
Maybe
so
we're gonna
viewers
get
know,
that big. We'll need them for the 100
maybe.
rooms.
All right. Good point. So what'll happen is either Boats or I will take the intake, and we call Paula and Pam and Ashley. We tell them nothing. We give them an address. That's it. All of them do. These 2 do their cold reads. Ashley starts her research cold. And that
What
way.
a challenge.
It
It's-
is.
Oh, but she's good.
The address that we gave her at one place didn't exist. We'll put it that way, and she still found it. So, and
Want to
then
introduce you guys self again?
New England Spirit Society.
Name?
Oh, I'm Pam.
I'm Ashley.
Jaimie.
Paula?
Keri.
Britt.
Okay. And your website is what again? Oh yeah, the boat, the He-Man.
The boat.
I'm Eric.
Okay. And you have a website, you said,
Yep.
and they have a phone number on the website.
Yeah, everything's on the website and everything's on Facebook page as well.
Are you more than willing to go to Virginia?
It's funny, I'm going there end of the year.
We have to know in advance.
You're going before that.
Oh yeah?
Good. Bring it.
Okay, that is your I'm like, you're getting pushy back there.
I'll let you wear my red long wig if you want.
You're what?
I could rock it.
Yeah, I have a red wig. See, for the day that you filled in for me,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I was going to wear a long red wig because a friend of mine was going to come on with me, but it didn't, you know. What they, how did you come up with the that sickness that you had for the show? It was great.
How did I come up with it?
Yeah, I mean, what made you feel like you could talk about it?
It was weird because you had sent me a message asking if I could cover for you, and I'm thinking to myself, who are we going to bring on? And you know, it was you know, the timing was, for me, it was fine, but you know, for like the other people in the group, so I couldn't bring other people on because the timing was bad, and it just so happened that week, a lot of friends were talking about, a lot of military friends of mine were talking about their post-traumatic issues. A couple of my firefighter friends that I'm online with were talking about their post-traumatic issues, and I'm thinking to myself, everyone's talking about their issues, but nobody's talking about what our spouses have to live with us having it, what our children have to live with. You know, unfortunately, she wasn't able to come with us, but you know, living with post-traumatic stress disorder for myself is, you know, it's compartmental. You know, it's here. I accept it, but it's different for the spouse because they have to change their life, their course, to go around it. You know, Britney found out very young not to wake me up by just coming in the room screaming and touching me. You know, she survived.
She
said.
Yeah.
But you know, and she, you know, luckily she had good abs, good solar plex, and you know, it was a true accident. You know, she scared the bejeebus out of me, and my first thought was to
scare the air out of me.
yeah, so I gave her a stiff arm. I gave her a stiff arm. It just happened to be in the stomach region. Knocked the air out of her. Knocked her back a few feet. But you know, I mean, there was issues all the way. You know, even when I came back from Desert Storm '91. But I mean, for these people to have to live with it and to work around it, I think it needs to be known.
That was great because nobody, like you just said, oh, I had, but you forget about the there. It wasn't easy, was it?
No, it's still not sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, Brady's in a bad mood. Eggshells.
Be like, I'll be in my room.
If I need to ask him something, I
find
won't.
what you learned how
Text
to
him.
tolerate it?
Yeah, I mean, it has its ups and its downs, and you either sit there and withstand it, or you just get up and remove yourself from the situation so you're not getting trapped in a situation that you're uncomfortable with. So,
That's been a learning experience.
yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely helps you learn to approach people in the wild, too.
Are you a wild man?
No, she's so used to being an introvert in a room that anything out there is the wild.
Oh.
Oh, there's more than one person in that group.
You know, I when I hear all these different, I admire you, and I admire your family. Okay, because I've been blessed. You know, I'm not saying I haven't been through a lot of emotional problems. You know, being a kid growing up, I was on the wrong side of town, and I had a learning disability and all that. You know, and I took in at suicide 2 or 3 different times. You know, and stuff like that. But we can, you know, a prime example that we can overcome.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not saying we don't have setbacks. Because every once in a while I'll say, Scott, I don't want to live anymore. You know? And he'll put me through it. You know? We all have setbacks. You people are probably the biggest encouragement that I've ever had on my show, and I want to thank you for that.
It's a
Just
pleasure.
remember, whoever goes first, you got to leave the rest of the group some great evidence when we investigate. So
Oh, honey, I'll give you evidence.
that's the pact.
Just know that he'll probably be living his best drag life.
That's awesome.
That's right. I'll give you my purple heel.
Show yourself up in a red wig and purple heels, and we'll know it's you every
There
You're
time.
like,
you
oh, honey, hello.
Or if I feel somebody rubbing my leg, hey Norm.
Squeezing.
Do you
Squeezing
believe
that
that
way.
human spirits are alive?
Third leg.
That you, and they're in a different building that you can communicate with their spirits?
Yeah.
Because I do it a lot. I love doing it, you know. And I'm going to tell you again that your mother is running a temperature.
Yep, she probably is.
She wants to give up, doesn't she?
She does.
You're her lifeline, both of you. Okay. You're keeping it going, and that's awesome. She has you have a brother,
Yes.
and is he good? He's good to her.
Yes, he is. He is. We can't see her now. I mean, we can't physically see her.
See, that's what I get so upset because I think they're over exaggerating.
I do too.
I do too. Especially when the people are in the nursing homes. You know, you can't go see, and then that family have to live with that for the rest of their lives. You know, and stuff like that.
My brother's mother-in-law just passed away, but they were able to. The daughters were able to see them prior the day before, and that day they were with her when she passed. So
That's good. Because I think if people wear a helmet, like, don't forget your helmet. But if people wear, you know, what do you call it, the headgear there.
Face
and the
shield.
mask
Well, here's
and
the
that
thing.
kind
My mother's had the shot. I've had the shot. New Hampshire law says we can't see each other.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
No. Well, I want to thank you guys for all coming on. I had a good time. Did everyone have a good
Let's
time?
do it. Yeah.
Going to come back on
always.
again? Okay. She's going to come on with a bikini.
Who?
Ashley.
Yeah, you wish, dude.
I'll do it.
Okay. I wear a purple thong.
All right.
And I want you to get out of your introverted mode.
Do the
Try
banana
one day at a
hammocks.
time.
Well, like I'll
I
have
went
it
to
all
Walmart
backwards.
by myself once.
Well, anyways, folks,
Very uncomfortable.
see you all. I'll have to check my my schedule. We'll see you all next week. Probably you guys will be coming. What's next month? April. I'll check out my April schedule. Have you guys all back on again. Okay.
Appreciate it.
And everybody out there, you know what? Make it a great day. Talk to your spiritual world, and just be who you are, and be no winner. And don't let the politics get in your way. So long.
Bye.